Okay, so today's topic is filters. Filters is one of the important application in electrical and electronic applications. And to understand the filters, many things, many fundamentals you need to understand. So iterative impedance, image impedance, characteristic impedance, propagation constant, then filter fundamentals, significance of gamma, then low pass filter, high pass filter, band stop filter. All these comes under constant K type, advantages, disadvantages. To overcome the disadvantages, M derived filter, M derived again advantages and disadvantages. Overcome the M derived disadvantage, we go for a bisection M derived filter. Then finally we go for a composite filter, composite low pass, high pass, band pass, and so on. This is the bird view of the or overview of the filters. So to understand the complete, we start with the iterative impedance. So what is the meaning of iterative impedance? Iterative means iteration. Iteration means repetition of a asymmetrical T network. So for example, any transmission line, iterative impedance means, so if I take an example of a transmission line, whatever impedance, if I see looking at right side, for example, Z T1. If I look at here also right side, I should get same value, ZT1. ZT1 and if I look at here again, same thing, ZT1. So anywhere in this transmission line, if I look at, I will get the same value. See, same value is repeating. Because of repetition, the word iterative came. So this is asymmetrical network. Asymmetrical means all three impedances are not equal. Z1, Z2, Z3. Asymmetrical T network. Z1, Z2, Z3, it's a T network terminated with ZT1. If you look at from here, I should get same value of ZT1. So what is ZT1 looking here is equal to Z2 ZT1 series na, Z2 plus ZT1 series, ZT, this is T. ZT1 series that is parallel with Z3. The total value is in series with Z1. This is ZT1. And load also should be terminated with the same value, ZT1 only. So when I am looking right side from here, what I am getting ZT1. If I am looking from here right side again, I should get ZT1. So accordingly, I equated. Similarly, when I look at the left side, I will get some other value, but that some other value should be same. I mean to say same transmission line. If I look at here left side, how much I will get ZT2. If I look at from here, again I should get the same value of ZT2. From here again I look at, I should get same value of ZT2. So left side I am getting same value of ZT2. Looking at right side, I will get the same value of ZT1. Now this way, this is ZT2 na. If I look at here, ZT2. Here also ZT2. So therefore, what is the equation for ZT2? ZT2 plus ZT1 is in series. That is parallel with Z3. That is parallel with Z3 plus Z2. So this is another equation. First equation ZT1 in terms of ZT1. Second also ZT2 in terms of ZT2. So comfortably we can solve these equations. So homework this part, solve for ZT1. You will get this big answer. So all of you spend some time, solve yourself. 100% you will get this expression Z1 minus Z2 by 2 plus or minus root of Z1 plus Z2 square by 4 plus Z3 into Z1 plus Z2. What is the ZT2 expression? Here Z1 minus Z2 by 2, here Z2 minus Z1 by 2 plus or minus Z1 plus Z2 square by 4 plus Z3 into Z1 Z2. So under root whatever is there, here also same. Only change is here Z1 minus Z2, here Z2 minus Z1. If ZT1 answer, if you remember, you can get back Z2, ZT2 easily. That is the concept of iterative impedance of, what is the heading? Iterative impedance for asymmetrical T network. So I hope this concept is clear. Meaning of iterative. Iterative means repetition. Same value should come anywhere you measure. Right side we are calling ZT1, left side we are calling ZT2. So for any given Z1, any given asymmetrical T network, what is the use of these formulas? For any given asymmetrical T network, Z1, Z2, Z3 value is given. If you substitute in these formulas, what you are getting? ZT1 value and ZT2 value. So what is the meaning of this one? As per this formula, whatever value you are calculating, if this network is terminated with that value, then this input impedance is equal to ZT1 only. Again, left side if it is terminated with ZT2, again looking from here, from right to left, you will get same value of ZT2. That is the inner meaning of or importance of iterative impedance. Next. Image impedance. What is the general meaning of image? When we look at our face in the mirror, what we will see? We will see our face only. That's why it is our image. So reflection. So concept of image impedance is like this. Again, same transmission line. Any point if you take it, consider looking at right side or left side, value should be same. Right side or left side value should be same. That is called as a I for image. Previously T is used in iteration T. Word iteration starts with I, but iteration I cannot be used. So T is taken. Image impedance I is used. So right side or in the left side it will be same value. Iterative, what is that? Anywhere right side you will get ZT1. Anywhere left side if you see you will get ZT2. So at any given point if you look at right side ZT1, look at left side you will get ZT2. Whereas image impedance at any given point look at right side or look at left side value will be same. So that is the important difference between image impedance and iterative impedance. Same asymmetrical T network Z1, Z2, Z3. This is terminated with ZI2. So image impedance at second port ZI2. Image impedance at first port is ZI1. As I said earlier, looking at right side and left side value is same. Here also looking at right side, left side also same. But what is that value here? Zi2. What is the value here? Zi1. So if I write equation, how to write equation? Looking at right, Zi1 is equal to Z1 plus Z3 is parallel with Z2 plus Zi2. So once this is joined, Z2 plus Zi2 is parallel with Z3. Total value in series with Z1, that is equal to Zi1. Similarly, what is the equation for Zi2? Here Z1 plus Zi1. Z1 plus Zi1 is series, that is parallel with Z3. This total value series with Z2 is equal to Zi2. So now with this you understand how to write equation for Zi1 and Zi2. Zi1 you got in terms of Zi2. Zi2 you got equation in terms of Zi1. Whereas previously different. Zi1 in terms of Zi1 only and Zi2 in terms of Zi2 only. But whereas here Zi1 in terms of Zi2, Zi2 in terms of Zi1, these two equations you have to solve carefully. So it takes a lot of time to solve these two equations. All of you struggle and spend some time to solve these two equations. You will get such a big expression. So what is Zi1? Z1 plus Z3 by Z2 plus Z3. And this part is same. Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1. This also same. Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1. Now what is the difference here? Z1 plus Z3 by Z2 plus Z3. Whereas here Z2 plus Z3 by Z1 plus Z3. So it is just reverse. Denominator is coming numerator, numerator is coming denominator, remaining is same. Like that you can remember the formulas. And there is also another proof. You will get easily, this is the lengthy approach. This equation 1, this equation 2, solve them, you will get this. How to get the same answer in a other way? The other way is this. Root of ZOC1, ZSC1. OC means open circuit, SC means a short circuit. So if I take a T network, same T network, what I have to do is, this is Z1, this is Z2, Z3. So first to open it, find the impedance here. So under open condition, what is the impedance we get? Z1 plus Z3 only, na? Z1 plus Z3. If it is open, looking from these two terminals, and Z2 will not come, Z1 plus Z3. Then same thing if I short, this is shorted. So it is Z1, Z2, Z3. So what is the impedance again looking from here? This we are calling ZOC. This is call it as ZSC. So what is ZSC? Z1 plus Z2, Z3 by, they are parallel, na? By Z2 plus Z3. Now square root of ZOC, ZSC. Square root of ZOC, ZSC. What is square root of ZOC? Z1 plus Z3 into Z1 plus Z2, Z3 by Z2 plus Z3. If you simplify this one, you will get same answer. Z1 Z1, Z3 by Z2 plus Z3 into Z1, Z2 plus Z1, Z1, Z2 plus Z1, Z3 plus Z2, Z3. This is same equation. So this equation, what is the equation we derived is same. Z1, Z3 by Z2 plus Z3. So therefore, square root of ZOC, ZSC answer, this answer same. What is ZI2 other side? What is here? I have opened and short in second port. Here open and short in first port. That you call it as ZOC to ZSC. So this is one important formula. Any network can be asymmetrical, T, pi, any network. Square root of ZOC, ZSC will give comfortably image impedance formulas. So instead of writing equation and struggling to solve, just to square root of ZOC, ZSC do it, you can find the image impedances easily. But this facility not there for iterative impedances. So this is the first slide. Now same concept, iterative and image impedance for asymmetrical pi network. Previously asymmetrical T network, here asymmetrical pi network. So you know pi network, Z1, Z2, Z3. So this is what pi network. T network, pi network, all these things I explained in network reduction, T, pi, lattice, bridge T, L type, and so on. So you know already this is a pi network, asymmetrical. Asymmetrical means all values are not equal, Z1, Z2, Z3. So again you have to find iterative impedance and image impedance of asymmetrical pi network. Same concept, only network is changed to pi. So again this is terminated with ZT1. So just look at the equation. When I am finding image impedance from here, ZT1 is equal to, these two are parallel na, Z3, ZT1, Z3 parallel with ZT1, which is series with Z2. This entire value is parallel with Z1. Z1. So that is equated to ZT1. Similarly, what is ZT2? Then this side is terminated with ZT2. Looking from second port, find out. So you will get this equation. ZT1 in terms of ZT1, ZT2 in terms of ZT2. So all of you spend some time to solve these equations again. You will get another very, very lengthy expression. So what is ZT1? Z1, Z2 minus Z2, Z3 plus or minus root of Z1, Z2 minus Z2, Z3 square plus 4 Z1, Z2, Z3 into Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 whole divided by 2 times of Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. So such a complicated expression, you will get it. Similarly, ZT2 is this. So what are the changes under root term? Same. Here 2, 1, 1, 2 same only. Minus 2, 3 same only. Every under square root same. Denominator also same. Here Z2, Z3 minus Z1, Z2. Just that order is changed. That is the minor change. So if you remember ZT1, you can get back ZT2. So like this, we can find iterative impedance for the asymmetrical pi network. Similarly, image impedance. So how to write the image impedance expression? It is a pi network, na? Pi network. This is terminated with Zi2. This is Z1, Z2, Z3. So if you look at right side, what is here? Zi1. So what is Zi1 equation? Z3, Zi2 parallel. Z3, so I can write equation Z3 parallel with Zi2. This is series with Z2. This total value is parallel with Z1. This is one equation. Similarly, write the equation for Zi2 similar to that and solve these two equations. You will get this answer. So there is a symmetry Zi1. Even image impedance formulas, better don't waste your memory to remember. Why? We have a technique na. I want Zi1 of this pi network. What is the best technique I told you? Root of ZOC, ZSC. Open, find impedance, short, find impedance, go for the root. Easily you will get this formula. Similarly, Zi2 also. So for image impedance formulas, you need not by heart. Just by with that formula, you can get the expressions easy. So image impedance formulas are easier than iterative impedance formulas. Iterative, you have to by heart. ZT1, if you remember, ZT2, you can get back easily. So ZT1 for asymmetrical T and pi, remember, ZT2, you will get it. Image impedance for asymmetrical T and pi, no need to by heart. With that simple step, you can get back. Also, I have done L section, Z1 by 2, Z2. This is what? Symmetrical, then L section. What is symmetrical is symmetrical T network, is the T. So any symmetrical network, this is Z1 by 2, Z1 by 2 and Z2. This is symmetrical T network. T. Symmetrical T network. Why it is called as a symmetrical two-port network we studied na? Z11 is equal to Z22. So when you open secondary, find primary impedance, whatever you get, and the secondary impedance when primary is open, I mean port 1 is open, it will be same. That's the concept of symmetry. So any symmetry Z1 by 2, Z1 by 2, Z2, symmetrical T network. Then how the symmetrical pi network, this we have to break. Let's see the logic. This Z2 split into 2Z2 parallel with 2Z2. 2Z2 parallel means what is the equivalent to Z2 only? And this is Z1 by 2, this is Z1 by 2. Now, after you break like this, what is that is called as? Then now L section. This L you fold it. How to fold it? When you are folding, this is 2Z2, this is Z1 by 2, other one also fold it, Z1 by 2, and this side 2Z2. So when you join, Then further Z1 by 2, Z1 by 2 is in series na. So what you get Z1 and this one is 2Z2. This is also 2Z2. Z2, Z1. Now we obtained symmetrical pi network. Symmetrical pi. So symmetrical pi structure always 2Z2, Z1, 2Z2. Symmetrical T network Z1 by 2, Z1 by 2, Z. This is the standard form. This is the standard form. Okay. So this is again asymmetrical Z1 by 2, Z2 or Z1 by 2, 2Z2. So any random network given, how to find out iterative impedance, how to find out image impedance. So if it is some random network, it is not strictly symmetrical, not strictly asymmetrical, some network Z1 by 2 and Z2. So Zi1 formula, Zi2 formula, Zt1 formula, Zt2 formula. So you know the idea how to find iterative, how to find image. For any network, same process you continue, you will get the formulas. Okay. So here I explained how to get symmetrical T into symmetrical pi network. So that is the idea. Next important concept is image transfer constant. Image transfer constant. Now be more conscious, be more alert to understand these things. First one, let us start with the image transfer constant. Image transfer constant. Definition is theta I is equal to 1 by 2 log E VSIS by VRIR. VSIS by VRIR. So what is the meaning of this VSIS VRIR? VSIS is the input power. What is the power it is taking? What is the power it is taking? Going inside. Power, input power to the input power a network is taking. Then out of which how much power is transferred to the receiver side. Receiver is VRIR. VRIR. Log E means natural logarithm 1 by 2. So theta I formula is image transfer constant theta is equal to half log E natural logarithm. This formula remember. Now further 1 by 2 log E. Now Vs is equal to Vs. What is the input power it is taking? Zi1 into Is. Vs is equal to Zi1 into Is. What is the input power? So what is the impedance here? Zi1. Zi1 is the, because image impedance means what? Looking at right side and left side impedance is same na. That is called as a Zi1. Looking at right, looking at left is a Zi1. So Zi1 into Is is the Vs input power. So I write it here. Vs is equal to Zi1 into Is. This Vs replaced with Zi1 Is is again multiplied with Is. So what you get to Zi1 Is square by Z, what is VR here? VR is equal to Zi2 into I2. So this VR if you replace with Zi2 into, not I2, IR, Zi2 into IR. So we'll get Zi2 IR square and e power theta I. So let me show this equation again. Theta I is equal to 1 by 2 and root of Zi1 by Zi2 Is by IR square. We can do it now. For this is natural logarithm. So this two will go ln of this. Then e power theta I is equal to what? E power theta is equal to root of Zi1 by Zi2 into Is by IR. A simple mathematics. Next. So all these things we obtain from this basic formula. For any symmetrical network, another n, capital N, is equal to e power theta I. E power theta is n. So any symmetrical network means what? Zi1 is equal to Zi2 is equal to Zt1 is equal to Zt2. So iterative impedance, image impedance, all are equal if it is a symmetrical network. So Zi1, Zi2, when they are equal, this root will go na. So what you get? Only Is by IR. So therefore n is equal to n e power theta I am calling as a n is equal to Is by IR. This ratio of Is by IR looks like a e power gamma. This gamma is another propagation constant gamma. Then this gamma is nothing but alpha plus j beta. Alpha plus j beta. Okay. Now further, then again natural logarithm of n. Then e power theta I, so e will go. Then you get and here magnitude. So what is mod of this one? What is magnitude of Is by IR? Is by IR magnitude is magnitude of e power alpha and e power j beta. Na? So when I take magnitude, the angle will not be there. You will get only e power alpha. So when I apply natural logarithm, I will get only alpha. So ln of n is equal to alpha is equal to ln of mod of Is by IR. This alpha is called as a attenuation constant in Neper. Attenuation constant in Neper. Gamma is the propagation constant. Alpha is the attenuation. Why this word attenuation came? Input current by output current. What is the gain? Output current by input current. So attenuation is always input by output. So attenuation in Neper. It is units are in Nepers. We also know dB formula. Attenuation in dB. What is attenuation in dB? 20 log base 10. What is the dB formula? 1 dB is equal to 10 log base 10 attenuation PI, input power by output power. Attenuation means input by output. So if you convert power in terms of current or voltage, 2 will come here. So 20 log 10 Is by IR. Now minor mathematical magic. If you see here, log E base 10 log X base E is nothing but log X base 10. Log X base 10 can be written as log E base 10 log X base E. Base E means natural logarithm. It is a normal logarithm. So keeping this formula in mind, 20 log 10 Is by IR can be written as 20 log 10 E log E IS by IR. So if you're using this formula, cross check, you will get this. But what is log E base 10 is 8.686. So attenuation in dB is equal to 8.686 into attenuation in Nepper. Why this formula is important is in the exam when you are designing, they give attenuation in Neppers, convert into dBs by multiplying this. Generally, all formulas are derived using dB. If straight away dB given, fine. If it is given in Nepper, convert into dB, depending on the situation. So this formula is important to remember, helpful to convert dB into Nepper or Nepper into dB. And this finally, this formula. So this is important to remember. If you remember this, you can get this. Alpha. Alpha is attenuation in Nepper, ln IS by IR. Gamma is propagation constant. Alpha is attenuation constant in Nepper. So next, for different networks, how to find these things will come. So now I think I will stop here. Next class, we will see how to find this image transfer constant for different networks. So till now what we studied, we understand asymmetrical T network, asymmetrical pi network, symmetrical T network, symmetrical pi network, what is iterative impedance, what is image impedance, difference between iterative and image impedance, how to find iterative and image impedance of asymmetrical T network and pi network. If it is a symmetrical network, image impedance, iterative impedance all are equal. They are also equal to ZO. If it is a T network, ZOT. This is called as a characteristic impedance. Any symmetrical network, image impedance equal to iterative impedance is equal to whatever you get is called as a ZOT or ZO pi. Later we derive these formulas. The ZO is called as a characteristic impedance. Okay, and also studied image transfer constant basic formula. What is the basic formula? 1 by 2 log E input power by output power. This is the standard definition. Image transfer constant. From this, we derived this formula. For any symmetrical network, Zi1, Zi2 equal, this will go. So e power theta equal to Is by IR is further e power gamma. Gamma is replaced with alpha plus J beta. Again, further apply natural logarithm, you are getting this formula. So these formulas we use later, and further we derived a relation attenuation in dB, how it is related to attenuation in Nepper. So I stop at this point.